There's something about photography which has retained this magical sensibility to it, but it's basically just all about seeing and all about looking. That's the whole joy of it. At the 50th anniversary of D-Day in 1994, the paratroopers of 1944 decided, when they're now age 72, 75, that what the heck, we want to jump again at St. Mary Glees. All the guys that had jumped in 1944. The Pentagon said, well, you can jump, but only if you do, I don't know what the number was, 7 or 8 or 10 jumps in that previous spring. If you get your qualification jumps done, then you can jump. And so finally this plane load of guys jumps out over this field, and the only people anywhere near where these guys landed were the Turnley brothers, David and Peter, and myself. And instead of being a mile away and just seeing these little dots come down, we're right in the middle of the drop zone with these soldiers, with these veterans. And I didn't even really think that I was aware of the fact that the US was flying in from Germany about 10 plane loads of active duty paratroopers. I waited on the far side of the drop zone, and then when the veterans started to walk across, I went with them. And I go about 2/3 of the way across, and I can see that everything looks a little too clean over there, so I said, I don't want to go over there yet, they're just going to throw me in the pen. So I hid behind a little shed, and I waited for this one guy to come walking toward me as the sky fills with all the parachutes, and I popped out and made 10 frames. And then walked with him back and immediately get grabbed and thrown into the press pen where you couldn't see anything. If you're lucky in your life as a photographer, you get a half a dozen stories that really grab onto you, and I think D-Day has really meant something to me. I went back this year, I went with the same 2 guys that I went 45 years ago, and we redid the picture of the 3 of us on the beach 45 years later, and you're just glad that 45 years later that everybody could show up. The good pictures rarely announce themselves ahead of time. You want to be in the right place in the right time and ready, and then maybe these things will come together and grace you with a little bit of magic.